want to bring now a very special guest. He's the Slovenian President, Mr. Danilo Turk, and see what he makes of all of this. Finally, Europe can agree on something, and it does seem that it was a very big package, a very global package. Are you comfortable with what you've heard coming out of this meeting?
Well, I'm comfortable with the fact. I think that now the political will, which was expressed by the Council last Friday, showed practical results, and they are felt in the financial markets, and that's very good. But there are still some very big issues to be discussed within the European Union. For example, the European Monetary Fund, the idea of institutional changes, which is something that's always difficult in the European Union.
President Turk, how are you going to sell at home to your taxpayers that they're essentially going to be paying for certain countries in trouble when your own GDP per capita is significantly lower, for example, than Greece?
Well, our GDP per capita is higher, actually. But the thing is that we have been very disciplined, and we would like to see that discipline established elsewhere as well. So for that reason, we are going to have quarterly reviews. And I would not exclude the possibility of further measures against countries that have been now rescued, that are being rescued. And I think that it would be very important to establish a different kind of discipline. That should include the possibility of a country also leaving the eurozone if it is not able to do what's necessary.
So nothing can really be ruled out. Would you envisage the eurozone becoming smaller in the future?
Look, politically this cannot be excluded, because euro is only successful if it is serious. We cannot have this sort of budget deficits that we have seen and that have surprised us. We cannot have cooked statistical data. We have to have serious economies, and you know, now's the moment to do that.
Do you think that this whole process and this whole crisis that we've seen with Greece,
Yes.
but also other sovereign debt countries,
Yes.
will mean that actually it's going to be a lot more difficult for certain countries to access the European Union and the euro?
Well, it would be paradoxical if countries which are abiding by the rules and which are complying would not be able to enter. Let's take Estonia, a country which has only 7% public debt. And which is a very good candidate. It would be wrong to prevent them from entering eurozone, while at the same time rescuing countries which are really massively violating the rules. So I think we have to find an approach which would satisfy those that really need to enter the eurozone.
And with this package, do you believe that we're past the days of talking a double dip recession?
Well, I hope so. I think that the first reaction of the financial markets shows that this might indeed be the case. The package is massive. It does include governments in a very serious way. So I think that should be sufficient. But then, of course, the European Union has to think about further measures, including institutional. But primarily, it has to think about its competitiveness in a very serious manner, which was not always the case so far.